So we're going to carry on. This is 1.2 part D for you. We're learning another new term. The new term we're going to learn is the word called pitch. Okay? Now, pitch is just another word for the slope of a roof. Okay? So a roof with a pitch of 5/8 or 5 to 8 is a roof with a rise of 5 and a run of 8. So we always, just like we say, rise over run, and rise comes first. When you say the pitch of 5 to 8, 5 is talking about the run, 5 is talking about the rise, and 8 is talking about the run. Because we always say rise first, then run second. So for example here, how wide is the shed in this diagram below if the pitch of the left side is 3/4? So 3/4, that 3 is talking about the rise and the 4 is talking about the run, right? So on the left side, the rise is 3 and the run is 4. So that would mean when this rise is 3, this run is 4 for the left side. And the pitch of the right side is 8 to 9. So that would mean over here on the right side, for every 8 we rise, sorry, for every 8 we rise, we run 9. So how can we actually come up with this? Well, we know this side is 3.2. Is this a rise or is this a run? This is the run of 3.2. So we've got to set it up so that we know, well, slope is rise over run, so we have 3 over 4. That's the ratio. Now we're going to say is equal to, and then we have to do rise over run again. This 3.2, that's a run, so that goes on the bottom, 3.2. So we can solve for the rise up top, which is this height. So I called it x, but it's really h. How do we do this? Well, we do our cross multiplying. So 3 times 3.2 gets us 9.6 is equal to 4x. How do we get x alone? Well, we divide by 4. So we get x is equal to whatever 9.6 divided by 4 is. 2.4. So x is 2.4. What does that mean? It means the rise, when the run is 3.2, the rise is 2.4. So we can come up into this diagram and label it as 2.4. Now, on the right side, it said the rise over run is 8 to 9. So that's 8 over 9. Now, we need to find out that length down here. Now, we have to decide, where does the 2.4 go and where does the L, the unknown, go? 2.4 is a rise, so it actually goes on the top of the fraction, 2.4. And the run is the unknown, that length. Now it's really hard to write the L's, so lots of times I just write X's anyways. I just am able to solve X's that much better because then I'm not confusing them with other numbers. So I'll write it with an X. So same thing, how do we solve for that X? We cross multiply, we get 8x is equal to 9 times 2.4. So coming into my calculator, 9 times 2.4 gives me 21.6. To solve for x all by itself, we got to divide both sides by 8. 21.6 divided by 8 equals 2.7. So that means in this diagram, that length, that unknown length is 2.7. So this is 2.7. Now, what did the question actually ask us? How wide is the shed? Well, wide is the length from here all the way across to here. How do we figure that out? Well, Well, we take our two numbers, 3.2 and 2.7, and add them together. That means 3.2, sorry, that's a 3. 3.2 plus 2.7, that will be the width, right? So 3.2 plus 5.7 gives me 8.9. So the width of the shed is 8.9. So I would write that as a sentence. 8.9 meters to be precise. This is just another way of showing you. It's the exact same way I worked it out though. And then here we wrote a sentence. Now you've got some build your skills. And then you have this practice. So the practice is what you're going to hand in to me at the end, but you will also have bell work on this section of 1.2D.